Okay, I'm going to play it. The scene.
Went exactly the way I think you hoped it would.
Okay. What'd you learn?
Chrissy Ferrier was 22. A nanny caring for the 6-year-old daughter and family and friends. She'd finally saved enough money for a trip to China, and she should have left the week before. But the girl she cared for wanted Chrissy to stay for her 7th birthday. They'd gone downtown that day to shop for a party dress. Rita Coronado worked as a cleaning lady at the River Cross Plaza.
There you go. That's it. So what you've got is Chrissy Ferrier. Ferrier is, as of course, another variation, the original variation of the Ferris name, Ferris wheel. She was 22, January the 22nd, 2020, the launch date of the Corona false flag. And she saved for a trip to China. And then you have Rita Coronado, Corona. And also, Coronado was the name of the ship that sunk at the beginning of the predictive programming movie Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, where when the ship sinks, all you see is Corona, because of course it's Corona Do, Coronado. Rewind this, you'll see it's Coronado, Corona. So you have Corona, you have January the 22nd, 2020, and China. You don't need any more. This film will not be any more blatant because it's quite subtle, quite clever movie. Now, the 5 victims to hide one target, O-line Archer. Well, this is clever as well because Chrissy Ferrier, Ferris wheel, and Rita Coronado are 2 of the victims, but they are not the intended victim in the film, which is O-line Archer. It's all misdirection. It's all a double switcheroo, because what you're supposed to be looking at is Chrissy Ferrier, who was 22, trip to China, and Rita Coronado, Rita Corona. You're supposed to look at the other victims and not O-line Archer, which is supposed to be the film's victim, right? So it's all switched around. It's very clever. Also, I've broken down this film years ago. The scene with Sandy Hooker, everyone knows that one, Sandy Hook. But I also broke down that scene because it has Boston in it, the Boston hoax as well, because they're playing the fake Boston band, which were actually from the West Coast, singing their song, or rapping it, whatever, Jump Around. We're about to, word to your mums, we're about to drop bombs. And of course, from Boston. But it's fake. They're a fake Boston band. So it's fake Boston and bombs. It's right there. It's all very clever stuff. There's another scene in this movie that's quite truthful, and that's when Tom Cruise looks down with Rosamund Pike, Albert Pike, Place Beyond the Pines, Pike Place Market. That's another point in it. And he looks down at this guy in a slave cubicle in an office and says, who is free? There you go. So I'm going to finish rewatching this film, but there you go. There it is. There's the Corona false flag. As clear as day if you know the basic elements of it. January the 22nd, 2020. So you got the 22nd, 222 years old, Ferrier, Ferris wheel for the 311, and Rita Coronado. So, yeah, you've got Corona, 22nd, China. 3 coincidences? No, impossible. They're coincidences, of course. There you go.